Hello, my dear friends. It's Mustafa. I just wanted to share a couple of words with you around the Dikh Bistar initiative and its 10 years anniversary. I mean, yeah, I can talk about my role, which evolved during the past 10 years. I was a participant, I was a group leader, a facilitator, a trainer. Most probably I passed all the roles that some of you were having or having now. But I was always part of the Dikh Bistar team and always part of Ternipe International Roma Youth Network. But nowadays my final role is actually working on the educational program and providing support and training to our facilitators and mentorship and guidance when they are delivering the workshop to their peers and to the participants of the event. It is not an easy task, to be honest, but we evolved in the 10 years and we managed actually to have a strong educational program and experience for young people coming from across Europe and to actually learn about the Roma genocide and what was going on during World War II, to exchange opinions, experiences with other people, to meet survivors, to speak to survivors, and to be part of the commemoration of the 2nd of August, the European Roma Holocaust Memorial Day. How did it start? Well, there was this small group of young people 10 years ago that believed in mobilizing young Roma and non-Roma to commemorate the Roma genocide and to let people know about what happened during World War II. And later on, this initiative, which we initially called a Roma Genocide Remembrance Initiative, it's a long name, right? But it became Dikh Bistar. So this initiative actually provided the ground to raise awareness among young people about what happened in the past, but also mobilize civil society and policymakers. And I would consider it a success that on the 15th of April 2015, we actually had a resolution in the European Parliament acknowledging that a genocide took place, acknowledging that there is a day, a European Roma Memorial Day dedicated to the Holocaust of the Roma and Sinti. And it's very interesting these days because physically we cannot be there and to commemorate the 2nd of August, but still we can have our local initiatives and actions around it. But my message to you is the importance of raising awareness. Because today, with the rise of xenophobia, the rise of racism, anti-Gypsyism, far-rights movement, the ongoing pandemic, raising awareness and spreading knowledge about the past and what happened to the Roma and Sinti is very important, because this is emerging as a necessity. We need to raise awareness of the past and be prepared to face stigmatization and anti-Gypsyism, the mechanism of exclusion and discrimination. This is the only way for us to be prepared to act in the present, but by remembering our past and to prevent the past of repeating itself in the future. Dikh Bistar is a very dear initiative, and I hope that we will manage to have still another 10 years of it, but with new, fresh faces, and I hope that some of you will follow into our roles that we have during the day these years. The role of myself, of Jonathan, of Tiku, of Carolina, of Emran, and all the people or the team that is there supporting the event. Wishing you a nice day. See you next year.
Од 1937 година стапил на сила законот против луѓето со несоодветно социјално однесување, оние кои биле против општеството и оние кои биле криминалци. Ромите кои не биле номади биле офатени со овој закон. Жртвите на овој закон најмногу биле млади роми, кои масовно биле депортирани, додека пак нацистите во Институтот за расна хигиена предлагале разни проекти за ликвидирање и отстранување на ромите. Не треба да го заборавиме овој ден.
Нацисти су формирали partijsku grupu i sprovođenje masovnih ubistava i uništenje Roma. Na čelu su bili Eva Justin i dr. Ritter. Nemojte da zaboravite dan holokausta nad Romom.
On the night between 2nd and 3rd of August 1944, 4,300 elderly people, women and children, the remaining Sinti and Roma from the so-called Gypsy camp in Auchwitz-Birkenau, were executed in the gas chambers, namely crematorium number 5. We should never forget the bad things caused by the Nazis. All generation constantly must be reminded for the bad things, the ruthless, horrible and dark events in the past, because all these things can happen again, now and in the future.
Кога станува збор за 2 август, мене ме потсеќа на концентрационниот логор. Ме потсеќа на Auchwitz, ме потсеќа на геноцидот врз ромите и синти. За мене 2 август представува символ на болката, символ на тагата, символ на голема смрт. За мене представува исто така најморничавата индустрија на смртта, која остави огромна трага во човештвото на историјата, која не може да се заборави. Затоа, драги луѓе, Dikh, Bister.
Greetings to everybody. My name is Biland Kondevsky. I come from North Macedonia. I visited Auschwitz with the NGO Roma from Macedonia, and well, we've been working on problems with discrimination for a long time with the NGO, and it's a fight that will never ever stop. From what I've seen in Auschwitz, just made me feel really terrible. It was a feeling I cannot describe, so terrifying. Just seeing the places where all those peoples, all those nations and ethnicities have been murdered, have been in crematoriums, which really devastated me when I seen that. There was a sign that they were saying that you are not allowed to make any kind of noise, just because of the respect for the lost ones, for the people who were victims of all that. I just want to say we should all stand together no matter what race you are, what nation you are. We are all people, and we should all have equal rights. And if somebody doesn't give you that, stand up and fight for it. You are not alone. Thank you.
Dikh and Bister made me mindful of the suffering and experiments conducted for scientific purposes to Roma children during the World War II. Also, it made me aware of the existence of the Pernikov Topographic Anatomy of Man book, a book which doctors use even today, and it's based on findings of the dissected and cut bodies of the Holocaust victims, many of them Roma. This and many other pieces of information affected me in a way in which I became more aware of how some problems of Roma remained even today. We all should share the historical facts of the Roma Remembers Day, 2nd of August, because by not knowing the history, we're doomed to repeat it.
Having a desire to dig into the Romani history, I wanted to research the Romani genocide, which I believe that influenced and still influenced the life of many Roma across Europe. First, I just heard stories about what happened in Auschwitz with the Roma. But since I visited the places where Roma were murdered, imprisoned, tortured, now the full experience of knowing Auschwitz is complete for me. That experience made me become fighter for the human rights of Roma, so as the genocide not happen again. Never.
Auschwitz is a place when we can reflect on our individual and collective responsibility. We all have a duty to remember and commemorate the victims. We all share the responsibility for making this world a better place. You can also do something about
Historical understanding of the present position of Roma in Europe is crucial for eliminating the obstacles that Roma have today. Who Roma are today is the result of what have been happening to Roma in the past. And the Romani genocide is the point of the history when the treatment that Roma were receiving from the states culminated with elimination. Visiting Auschwitz highlighted me the saddest part of the Romani history, which is possible to happen again if we do not fight against the oppression towards Roma today. The places I saw and the facts I heard about the horror that have happened to my people there keep me motivated constantly to work for the injustice towards Roma to stop and never to happen again.
For some, the Holocaust looked like a distant past, and for some, terrible nightmare they will remember forever. The little-known victims of the Holocaust for generations give us pain. Although we were not there, the terrible work that was done on them should not be forgotten. Dikh, Bistar.
Дичен те на Бистре на мен. Ма пуче, кола сене одола Рома. Сумударгеле, сутаргеле, сутасаргеле. Оленге само вакерен кай сине Рома. Катаротел муке. Ало сумналите пирен, царенца шукарте живи. Пеграстенца те пирен, и пурте роден. Romjiko Rom, Romnijiki Romni, Chavejiko Chave, Amengia Maneti Muki. Sao Roma Bestara Ken, Akavate na Bistren. Akavatu Mengia Maneti, Muka Amen.